The old oak tree in the backyard cast long shadows in the fading twilight. Sarah sat on the porch steps, staring out at the 2 fresh mounds of earth beneath the tree. It had been just a day since she had buried her beloved golden retriever, Max, in that very spot. Sarah had always been a dog lover, and Max had been her faithful companion for over a decade. But age had caught up with him, and after a long and happy life, he had crossed the Rainbow Bridge. Now, only one of her 2 furry friends remained, Buddy, a boisterous black lab who had been inseparable from Max since they were puppies. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Sarah fetched Buddy's bowl and filled it with his favorite kibble. She placed it by the porch and called out, "Dinner time, Buddy!" But instead of his usual excited sprint toward the food, Buddy remained at Max's grave. Sarah watched in disbelief as Buddy's tail drooped, and he gingerly picked up a mouthful of kibble. Then, with a slow and deliberate pace, he moved toward Max's resting place. Sarah's heart ached as she realized what Buddy was doing. He was trying to share his meal with his departed friend. Tears welled up in Sarah's eyes as she saw Buddy gently lower the kibble onto the fresh mound of earth that covered Max. He nudged the food, as if trying to offer it to his best friend. But Max was gone, and Buddy's eyes betrayed the confusion and sadness he couldn't express in words. Sarah watched in silence, her heart heavy with grief and love for her loyal companions. As Buddy continued his futile attempt to share his meal, his shoulders sagged and he let out soft, mournful whimpers. She couldn't bear to see Buddy in such pain. She knelt beside him, her arms wrapping around his thick neck, tears streaming down her face. "Oh, Buddy," she whispered, her voice trembling. "I miss him too." For days, Buddy's sorrow was palpable. He spent hours by Max's grave, sometimes curling up beside it as if he expected his friend to emerge. Sarah did her best to comfort him, but she knew that time was the only true healer of a broken heart. Weeks turned into months, and slowly, Buddy's playful spirit began to return. He would still visit Max's grave, but it was no longer with the same level of anguish.